Hi, how are you doing tonight? I am Dina Cataldo. I coach lawyers who are building a practice and they're stressed out and they just want a little more ease and they just want everything easier. And so tonight I'm going to help you make things easier when it comes to promoting your firm. Because what I'm going to tell you right now is nobody wants to work with your firm. They actually want to work with you. They want a connection with you. And I'm going to share with you how you can begin doing that. And I'm going to introduce you to the fairy godmother of people who can connect you, because this woman that I'm going to tell you about, she has the magic touch and it's something that can be learned. So I want you to know that wherever you are at in growing your practice, you will be able to do it. You will be able to take what I am going to share with you and what my friend is going to share with you, and you will be able to use it to connect with the people, the clients you want to connect with most. What we want to really build out today is an understanding of what credibility is, why it's important, and what is stopping you from moving forward in promoting yourself. And there's some mindset behind this, some brain trickery that's happening that I want to bring awareness to so that way you don't fall prey to it and you can move past it, all right? So, first off, why is credibility so darned important? Well, first of all, it's that automatic, that know, like, and trust, right? You've probably heard that a million times. I'm going to tell you a million and one times. It's so important. When you are promoting yourself, whether it's on a podcast or a website, whether you are in a magazine, on television, whatever it might be, or you're on stage or you're doing a presentation like for CLE, you are creating that know, like, and trust, that ability to connect with someone in a way that only you can, because only you have the words that are going to click with that person. You know how, like, sometimes you just don't learn something the first time, you've got to learn it over and over and over again. And then one day somebody says it just right, and you click with that person. And then you say, you know what, I have to have more of that person because they said it in just the right way. This is what I'm talking to you about. When it comes to credibility and building your credibility, it is essential to create that connection with the person you want to help the most in your practice. The reason that you got into the practice that you are doing right now, whether it's divorce law, estate planning, commercial, whatever you are doing, you're doing it because of a connection that the firm you have, it's not the firm, right? It's a connection that you have, right? It's a energy that you have that they are attracted to. All right. So, why is it so important? Well, I want to let you know that first of all, I got my notes here. It makes you more of an authority. All right. So, when you have been featured on a podcast or when you've been featured in a magazine, a website that's a name website, then you will automatically gain that authority. And you know those websites where they have those little stamps on there, they say from Forbes or Business Insider or Cosmopolitan, and you're like, "Ooh, hey, they've been featured in some places. So I think I'm going to pay more attention." That is something that your clients are looking for too. They want to have that automatic authority that they can rely on and say, "Oh, I'm making a good decision. This person here, they're somebody I want to work with. They're somebody who is, in the areas where I like to go to. I like Cosmo. I trust them. I trust Wall Street Journal. I like them." So you want to make sure that you are adding that onto your website. Another thing is that they will believe you're an expert no matter how long you've been practicing. So if you are brand new to building your practice, this will work for you, right? People will say, okay, they seem like they know what they're doing. They've been featured in these places. Okay, that's great. Another thing is even if you've been practicing a long time and you don't have that media attention, well, just because you've been practicing a long time doesn't mean that you have that authority in the eyes of other people. Maybe in the world that you're in, maybe among your colleagues, you have a lot of credibility. Maybe you're getting referrals from people who you know. But in order to build your practice, you're going to have to start reaching people you don't know. You're going to have to reach out past those referrals, and you're going to be reaching cold traffic. When they see that you have been on different forums, different websites and whatnot, that is an instant credibility booster. When they hear you on a podcast, on a podcast they listen to regularly, and they get in touch with your personality, and you say something and it piques their interest and they go to your website, that is building authority. That is building your credibility, your know, like, and trust. And that is going to help them enter your world more easily. It's going to help them book a call with you more easily. It's going to open that door just a little bit wider for them. It's difficult for people to approach lawyers. It's difficult for people to approach anyone who seems like they have a higher education, like they know more than them, like their services are going to be really expensive. And that's okay, because what you want to do is attract those people that you want to attract. And if you want to hire clientele, that is what you can do. Or if you want to attract people that are people who can't afford maybe a big name law firm, and you want to bring them in, you can also attract them. It all depends on who it is you want to reach. Those are the websites that you're going to approach, the podcasts that you are going to approach in a really methodical manner. Now, I want to introduce you to the fairy godmother I was telling you about, the person who's going to help you create that strategy to reach whomever you want to reach. That person is Selena Soo. Selena Soo is my friend and my mentor. I'm promoting her program this year, Impacting Millions. She is fantastic, and she's offering a free training right now to help you begin strategizing. And what better time than this to start strategizing for the long term in your practice? Now, I am going to tell you more about her program, but first I want to talk about some mindset trickery that happens. Our brain is going to go into overload right now. There is a lot going on, right? Like maybe you're at home homeschooling your kids. Maybe your practice is totally shut down. Maybe your practice is booming right now because you're dealing with a lot of issues that are popping up that have never popped up before. But I want you to understand that if you are resisting promoting your practice right now, it has shown up in the past. If you are resisting putting yourself forward and putting yourself out there, it has happened in the past. And so here are the four, actually five I have here, mindset tricks that are oftentimes going through people's heads when they are faced with the opportunity to promote themselves. Okay. The first one is, I don't know how. I don't know how to promote myself. I don't know who to promote myself to. I don't know what to say. The second is, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to strategize. I don't have enough time to research who it is I'm going to approach. I don't have enough time to write up, craft a message in order to share with the media so that they can feature me where I want to be featured. The third thing is, well, you know what? It's just not the right time right now. It's not the right time. And the fourth one is, I don't know what to say. The fifth is, I doubt anyone is going to want to hear from me. Why would anyone want to hear what I have to say? I want you to look at these five tricks that your brain plays with you and understand that that is totally normal. You are not alone with this. Your brain wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep you comfortable. And putting yourself out there, showing the world what you do, putting yourself forward to be rejected, right? And I'm going to come to that word later because I don't believe in rejection. I believe that you are found, you are connected with the people who need to find you, and the people who tune you out are the people you do not want to reach anyway. I want you to look at these five mindset tricks, and I want you to look at them in context of what's going on right now. Because if you are saying, now's not the right time, chances are your brain has said to you in the past, it's not the right time to promote myself. I'll do it later. I'll figure it out later. I want you to recognize what's going on in your brain right now, okay? Because what's going to happen is that you're just going to be falling into the same traps as you have in the past. And we want to get you out of that. If you want to grow your practice, that is the key, is your mindset. It's understanding what's going on in your brain and that you have the ability to start making the shifts in your brain that you need to make in order to play bigger in your practice. So promoting yourself is really all mental. It's completely mental. There are people right now who are saying to themselves, this is the worst time to put myself out there. This is the worst time for me to create content online and attract people. It's just horrible. There are other people in this world who are saying, this is such a great opportunity. This is such an amazing time to connect with people. They're in front of their computer. They are online all the time right now. What a great opportunity to connect with them. I have to tell you that my website, I was just looking at it a few minutes before I hopped on here, and it has had 3 times the visitors in the last week than it has in the last year. So I want you to know that this is an opportunity for you to put yourself in front of people who are in front of their computers, who want to listen to podcasts, who want to browse the internet because they're just scrolling around or they're Googling for you. They are looking particularly for what you can do for them. So I want you to know that the people are out there, that people are looking, and that people are buying. So I want you to look at those mindset shifts, everything that I just said, all of those 5 beliefs that you might have right now, and look at them and ask yourself, are you saying those things to yourself right now in the context of COVID-19? Are you saying to yourself, I don't know how to message given COVID-19. I don't have time given all the things I need to do since COVID-19 started happening. If you are starting to use those same old beliefs against yourself, preventing you from putting yourself out there and promoting yourself, I want you to be aware of it. And I want you to know that you can make a shift. Those thoughts that you are having, those thoughts are optional. They are not mandatory. They're just thoughts. They're not reality. You're just thinking them. I want you to know we are not our thoughts. So, this is what I want you to do. I want you to think of it this way. So, the first thing I said was, maybe one of the thoughts that you have is, I don't know how. I don't know how to strategize. I don't know how to reach the people I need to reach. I don't even know where to begin. That is where my fairy godmother, Selena Soo, comes in. So if you go to dinacataldo.com/Selena, you will find a 3-part, totally free training all about free promotion in the media. She breaks it all down for you. In her very first video with her first PDF, it's something like 17 pages or something like that. She actually breaks down all the media, the podcasts, the magazines that you may want to be featured in, that you might have a connection with the people you want to talk to in those particular kinds of media. You can reach them. She breaks it all down for you. In her second video, she's actually talking to you about scheduling. So if you're talking about you don't have enough time, I want you to know Selena has actually created a calendar for you, a 2020 calendar on when media outlets are looking for particular topics. She explains to you how you can begin crafting topics and your pitch to the media doing just that. So I want you to know that if you begin shifting your thought from, I don't know how, to I can figure it out with Selena's help, or I don't have enough time, to it's worth it for me to make time for myself and Selena's got it figured out for me, so why not try it? Then I want you to go to dinacataldo.com/Selena and start checking this out. If you're one of those people who are on the internet right now, or you're worried right now, this is an opportunity for you to get in action. And that's what it takes to grow your practice. It's the mindset, and then it's getting yourself in action. Because once you start shifting those thoughts, you're going to be able to create the feelings you need to start getting into the action that you need to be taking. If you notice yourself falling into, I don't know how, I don't have enough time, this isn't right now, that is your brain trying to keep you comfortable. When you shift those thoughts to, I can make the time, I can figure this out, there is help for me out there, I can do this. That is when you start getting into the positive feelings to get you into the action that you need to be taking in order to grow your business. Because if you're not growing your practice right now, what are you doing? Okay. This is the time to do it. The other thought that I talked to you about right now that is that this is not the right time. And you can add in, this is not the right time given COVID-19. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the perfect time. And so many people are out there right now taking this opportunity to connect with people that they may never have had the opportunity to connect with before, because now they're sitting in front of their computers and they're available. They're available to say hi to connect to begin sharing what kind of services, what kind of help they can bring them. This is the time to begin connecting with your ideal audience, with your ideal client. Or you might be saying to yourself, I don't know what to say. Well, why don't you ask yourself a question like, how can I figure out what to say? My answer to you is going to be, go to dinacataldo.com/Selena, and she is going to help you start crafting your message. She's going to help you start thinking through the issues that your clients might have and therefore might be of interest to the media outlets and get your name out there. And I'm going to tell you, once you start getting your name out there, it's like this amazing domino effect. People start coming to you. They want you to speak at their events. They want you to be interviewed for a blog piece. They want you to be interviewed on their podcast. They are going to ask you to be in front of their audience, and you are going to be able to share your message with them. Another thought that you might have is that no one wants to hear from me. This is such a common thought. In fact, I used to have this thought. I used to think, what in the world am I going to say to people? How am I going to even say it? I don't even know. Like, why would anyone want to even hear what I have to say? And then I realized I had it all wrong, that each one of us has something to say, and each one of us connects with our people in a different way. And when you start asking yourself, what do I offer? What can I give to the people who I want to serve most? Then you begin getting into a productive mode. You start to be able to brainstorm exactly what you can say to them. You can brainstorm exactly what you can offer them. And when you take out the thought of how they're going to take it, whether or not they are going to find it useful or not, when you completely take that out as totally irrelevant and you just say, you know what? This is what my people need right now. If they are my people, they will connect with this. If they're not my people, they won't. Then you open up the doors for yourself to begin playing in your practice, in your life in a much bigger way. And I hope you will take this opportunity right now to play big in your practice. Go to dinacataldo.com/Selena, and you will find the opportunity to do that there. I am so excited for this time. I think this is the perfect time to connect with your people. If you want to connect with me, you can DM me, message me your email, and let me know, and I will put you on my email list. You will get a weekly email from me, and I will email you something special from Selena and myself. So you can also go to dinacataldo.com and you can find my podcast there. There's tons of free information there right now. So I hope you take advantage of it. This is a wonderful time to be in business right now. This is a wonderful time to begin shaping your business the way you want it to be. If you are in the fortunate position of having more time right now, you can do anything, right? If you are in the fortunate position of needing to structure your time a little bit more, this is your opportunity to practice those habits, right? It's that opportunity to begin scheduling yourself so that you are making things happen in your life rather than just letting things happen to you. All right. I hope you have a wonderful night. Take care.